Hey,
There we go.
what's happening in Coachella Valley? This is Craige Campbell for CoachellaValley.com, and it's another What's Happening in Coachella Valley, and we're here in Palm Desert at our studios. And
We're here at the Bachelor Pad.
We're just waiting for a few of you guys to come on and join us here. 11:11 on Sunday. Every Sunday, we're talking about what's going on in the Coachella Valley, and I'm Craige Campbell with my co-host, Francoise Rhodes, traveling with Francoise.
You look great.
What
It's
is
been
going on?
a month and a half, or I don't even know.
We've
how
been in
long it's
lockdown,
been.
and
Yes.
Francoise and I have been, following the rules and doing social distancing.
Yeah.
We have this little thing right here in front of us. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to every single person out there. But it's there to help us continue with our physical distancing.
Yes,
We're socially
we are
communicating.
distancing.
And this is social right here.
Yes, and we have not. We kind of stay away from each other as we were setting everything up. And poor Craig, let me tell you,
I tell you what, I feel so
heart
much
failure
better.
this morning.
I feel so much better having been away from Francoise for a month, actually.
I bet you.
It's a bit of a vacation.
Now I lost this completely. I'm trying to find
great.
it so I can look at comments. And again, Happy Mother's Day. Here's our sign
There
to
you
everybody. And it's so great. So I put a post this morning that we're no bells and whistles. We just have a camera on a tripod, a light,
You got us.
curtains behind us.
She always downplays us.
Yeah, well,
you
I
get the
do.
best of the
I
best
know.
right here. We don't care about the
And I kind of
backgrounds.
dressed up. You notice that?
Yes,
She
you
wore
look
this little
fantastic.
sparkly top. Here, look, see how long my hair is growing?
Where's the
since you last-
flower I gave you?
Oh, I'm
Did you
sorry.
leave it?
So oh my God. Oh, here we
She
are.
got a Mother's Day flower.
Here we are
but,
live.
oh, there you go.
Okay, can you arrange fireworks at night once a week? What?
I don't. I'm gonna
Fireworks?
share.
Great to see you guys back together. Thank you,
Yay,
Gary.
there we go.
My favorite guys, Laura. Hey, Laura. Dan Scanny. Gary. Hey, everyone.
All our likely suspects are here.
Yes.
Appreciate it. I see you guys aren't doing much for quarantine either.
Yeah, no,
Paying
they're sitting
attention
there
to
watching
us.
videos. That's
There you
what
go.
they're doing. They're
Well,
watching.
you should be watching us because this show is going to be a lot of fun.
Share with
we're
your friends.
Yeah, we're going to be covering the things that are going on here in the Coachella Valley, and of course a little bit of update on coronavirus and different things that are happening.
Yeah.
Our beaches are opening up in throughout Southern California and California, which is super exciting.
Yes.
We have this bioluminescent coloring going
did you see
on.
that with the
It's
water?
incredible. And right now that is happening throughout Southern California, LA, all the way to Baja, Mexico. If you go to the beach in nighttime, you can see this bioluminescent coloring blue. It's incredible. Of course, the weather's a lot cooler. What are we, 109 yesterday?
Yes, we're in a cold spell.
110
Holy
the day
smokes.
before. I can't believe there's any corona left here.
Yeah, there probably isn't. And you're talking about the moon and stuff as we're sitting here at the Bachelor Pad of Craig. You can see right through that window over there. I bet the moon was spectacular coming through those windows.
Let me tell you, I got a full moon here. I got a pool and jacuzzi right outside. And speaking of pools and jacuzzi, I know we're just bouncing around here, but pools are open throughout the Coachella Valley. There's a lot of restrictions and rules. I'm in a homeowners association, so of course private pools you can.
Yeah, but some of them don't make a lot of sense. That one person can walk into the
That's the
pool
way it is.
area, swim around, get up and leave.
That's it.
Aren't adults?
I'm
aren't we responsible enough to separate all the chairs at different
Apparently
corners
not.
of the pool?
So our chairs are all stacked up with crime tape wrapped around them.
Yeah.
But I am so excited to be back in the pool. I was in the jacuzzi the other night, full moon, just incredible. Went out and had gotten myself a little bit of Kung Pao chicken, brought it down to the pool.
Yeah.
I was in the jacuzzi by myself, warming up, feeling good, my body feeling good. I'm so excited. What was that?
No, nothing.
What was that?
Karen says, enjoy your show.
Oh,
so
sure is
Hi,
what she
Karen.
said.
Yeah.
I see what she said.
Yes. So today we're not doing I'm not doing a travel show. Hey, Lane, how are you? So happy to see. Oh, thanks. We're happy to be together. We only had about 10 arguments before we started, but we got it all settled. We're good. It's
Yeah,
no
I
travel
was
show
right
today.
on every one of them. It's so simple that we resolve these things so quickly.
Yes,
when she
ladies.
finally
You know how
just
it goes. You just go, okay, that's fine. And then when he walks out of the room, I fix everything to make it sure that it's right. But hey, Crystal, our pool's not open yet. Wish they, yeah, I know. Well, pools need to get open. It's 107 degrees out there. But it is, no travel show today. We're just going to do a Mother's Day show, talk about a bunch of things, and we're just so
Did you post
great.
it, Francoise?
Oh, no,
I got it.
haven't.
I got it. Go ahead.
forgot.
Keep
I get
talking.
so
Oh,
carried
I did
away.
not just touch her, by the way.
Oh,
that didn't happen.
No, he didn't do that.
Okay,
Yeah, no. So I hope all of you out there, I know there's so many mixed emotions going on right now. People they want to get back to life. They want to get back to normal. Will be a little weird because of the mask situation, but we will be able to go out and about and do some things, and it's about time, frankly. I know. I'm not going to get into politics of any of all this, but for businesses, it's just breaking my heart for some of these businesses. It really is. It's just, I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen some innovations.
Yes.
I saw some water coolers that were filled with vodka. I thought that was an interesting way to take.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was that?
Yes, I did. So that's what businesses are doing to cope. Of course, I'm kidding, but I have seen that as a new kind of thing. Some fun people have been putting vodka in their water coolers and, continuing on. Since day drinking's kind of a thing now, morning drinking apparently.
That is a little sad. We need to get these people on the road and working. Let's see. Laura says, good morning, Craige and Francoise. Welcome back and happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You were just the camera's a little bit far away for us to read it there unless we do this, and I don't like doing that.
Yeah, just look down there. You're fine. Hey, Crystal Adams, I see you're joining in with us again. We appreciate you all the time and all your comments and supporting us. So, you know what?
I have a question.
What?
How did your Sun-Kissed Music Festival go?
I mean, come on.
That was pretty darn awesome.
Such a busy week. We were able to put together 8 headliners. Really, all these people were completely busy before coronavirus, playing throughout the Coachella Valley and gigs all over the place. 2 of our guests played at Coachella. We have had, it was incredible. 8 bands. We had 8 bands last night. Right here on this live channel, and we had 9 different locations. So our technology is really improving, although we're very basic today. You're going to see, I always talk about how our technology is improving, different windows like you're seeing with Zoom and stuff without the delay. And that was the most important thing, is you see on television, the Zoom and the boxes, a lot of delay, and Facebook Live makes it even more challenging. Sun-Kissed Music Festival. It was a virtual streaming music festival. Volume 1, we're going to come back and do it again. It was produced by Doug and Meg Music, and it was so good. You can replay it. I'm pretty sure I pinned it to the top of our Facebook page, and you can watch 8 bands play. We had some technical difficulties, as you might expect, but the music was unbelievable, and I just think what a treat. We're going to have more. We have Michael E. Carr at 4 o'clock today. I have Michael Keith on the 15th coming back. Cavero, our DJ who's just been kicking it out of the park, will be back next Sunday. We're going to continue to stream music here. We've done almost 10 shows, Francoise. Can you believe it?
I know. I've been keeping track of everything. And Craig's been
working
more than I have. I think it was awesome. And if you want to give a shout out to someone on Mother's Day, just send us a text here and we will give them a shout out
how nice is that?
Over the air. So it is Mother's Day. So let us know who you would like to say Happy Mother's Day to on air here. Okay? So love Michael Keith, though. Really good. Yeah.
He's a 4 or 5 time Coachella Valley weekly magazine winner of male vocalist of the year winner. We're talking about highest level caliber. Gonna play, some acoustics and different. Not that easy to put an entire band or everything set up and the microphones and stuff to work out, or the camera. Or all of it. So
they want to keep visible, these people. They don't want us to forget about these musicians and what they've built. They've built such a strong following in all these places, and then just to pull them off. I know Joberth Esther Nun from the Philippines. Hey, how are
welcome.
you? Welcome
hey,
to
Philippines.
the show.
How's it going out there?
That's Craig. I'm Francoise.
Hey, nice to know. Nice to meet you.
You are watching live what's happening in Coachella Valley. And we are live here coming from Coachella Valley, coming from Palm Desert, coming from the Bachelor Pad.
That's true.
Poor Craig was so worried about what do you think I'm going to say?
Alex Harrington also will be playing Tuesday. He's a DJ. He carried us yesterday. Filled in. We had a couple of acts. Jessica Von Rabbit, we weren't able to fire up, which would have been incredible. What an act that is. But Alex Harrington will be here on Tuesday playing DJ music. So we have dance music and music all week long for you guys to tune in and join us. And of course, you can continue to watch it later.
Okay. We got to move on.
Okay.
What's up? Yeah, just keep coming back to his page all the time. Go to CoachellaValley.com.
That's it.
So is this a name day? Are you trying to completely throw me off with these names? I should have you read
we have
this one.
First and last names? I don't do that. No, that's your thing. I just can't believe you do it.
Absalon de Andre.
I'm impressed.
Happy Mother's Day. Greetings from Mexico. Hey, everyone in
Mexico. That person has no idea that you're actually said hi to them.
I know.
Like who?
Yeah. Okay.
That's not me.
Joberth. That's an interesting name. Joberth. From Mabuhay, Philippines. Cool, very awesome. I haven't seen Graham. You know, Graham, they copied. Okay, Graham, you copied our show actually in Scotland. Were they Scotland?
Yes, I know. And
they're
he's doing live
their own
shows up there.
which
I know.
is really kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. We should take a royalty though.
I know we should. We need to go there and be
No,
on
I just want the money to be sent here. I don't want to go collect it.
All right, Mother's Day. We have facts about Mother's Day, but people are wondering about some openings and closures, and we're going to try to keep it positive. There are a few negative things, but let's try and keep it positive.
Well, I'm going to start right away with a couple of things.
Okay, can I say one thing about Mother's Day first?
Yes.
Mother's Day is the third most popular holiday in the world, behind only, take a guess, 2 holidays.
Christmas.
Good guess.
New Year's Eve.
No, Easter.
Oh my gosh. What happened to New Year's Eve?
I don't know.
I mean, really, the bunny's better than the champagne and
it's
kisses?
chocolate, that's why.
Oh, I got it. That's true.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
That means that, is that a woman's holiday then, Easter?
What? Easter? No.
So we have Mother's Day and Easter, 1 and 2,
true, huh?
and then Christmas for the rest of us?
Yeah. Do you know why there's apostrophe in Mother's on Mother's Day? I read these facts and they kind of stick in my head. Do you know why?
Well, it's a possessive.
Because they wanted people to honor all mothers and not just a mother.
Okay.
That's it. That's why it's in there.
I want to know who the they are.
Yeah, everyone.
We can always just...
Lori, hey Lori, how are you? Welcome to the show. Live What's Happening Coachella Valley. We're here for a special Mother's Day show, and we are socially separated here. There's actually a visible wall that you don't see.
That's true.
So we can't breathe and
That's right.
hit each other.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we could probably still get to each other.
William
just have to climb
Sense,
over
he
it.
is watching. Hey William, how are you?
Thank you.
So,
Thank
all
you
right,
for joining us.
what do you want to talk about?
Well, you know what? First of all, Joshua Tree Music Festival, which was scheduled for this coming weekend, 14th to the 17th, is canceled. However, they are doing a live streaming Joshua Tree Music Festival stream, first time ever. So it's still going to be around. Make sure you take a look at joshuatreemusicfestival.com. We're sponsors.
Yeah, you guys have been
regularly.
sponsoring them for a long time.
Yes, right. So we're back at it, just letting them know that they're there. And Cassie had sent us a press release letting us know that they were canceling and moving toward virtual. And they got a great lineup. So you can go over there and take a look at that. I think that's very exciting. I want to continue to shout out to our sponsors and the people that we've been able to support and give you guys events that are going on. So here's the things that have changed, you know, there's this fight for phase 2, which isn't really a big step up here in the Coachella Valley. We've had our golf courses open, but Palm Springs still isn't allowing it. We've also had rivers.
No, they just allowed it. Starting Monday.
There you go.
I'm
finally.
sorry, because one of my
so far
plans is in Palm Springs, and they're going to open the golf courses on Monday.
But everybody else did it several weeks ago.
Right.
Palm Springs also, Riverside County supervisors voted 5-0 to actually remove the mandated mask law, and so it's no longer there. We're back to what the governor. And the governor is a voluntary recommended suggestion. However, the city of Palm Springs, guess what? Reinstituted a full mask rule. So let me explain. It's a little confusing out here in Coachella Valley.
Confusing.
You have the governor, who's the head of the state, and he puts rules down. Then you have Riverside boards or supervisor boards that run counties. Then you have health advisors or health organizations within the counties. And then we have mayors or cities. Each one of them have an opportunity to govern their particular area. A city or Riverside County board of director or whatever cannot create something more loose or liberal than the governor, but they can make them more restrictive. So the government has a recommended no mask law, but the city of Palm Springs says you must wear a mask, and that's kind of the hierarchy. So ultimately, Riverside County decided to align with Governor Newsom and not have its own rules. So they rescinded all their restrictive rules, and that meant that we're now reverted back to what the governor's rules are. So in Riverside County specifically, unless your city puts out a new rule or the board puts out a new rule, we can pretty much listen to the governor as to what our rules are here. So our pools are open, one person is allowed in the pool at a time, all the chairs and everything have been removed. You know what? I did my first telehealth conference to my orthopedic. I didn't go. He called me up on Cinco de Mayo. I didn't have to wait. First of all, he was late.
Yeah, and tell them what you were really doing.
I am.
Why you were on your telehealth conference.
So you know, normally you walk into a doctor's office, and you got to sign in, and then you got to sit there for 15 or 20, 30 minutes. Then you go in the waiting room, and then you sit in the office, and the doctor's still not there.
Yeah. So
my first thing was, will he be on time to my telehealth?
Yes.
He wasn't. No. He was behind. And it was funny because I told him, my first thing, I said, it feels so natural because you're late.
Yeah. Were you via camera?
Yeah, so we were full video,
okay,
both of us full video. Okay. He could have examined me, could have looked at my knee, we just had some instructions. Okay. And it was very, very cool.
Well, you were drinking a margarita.
So it was Cinco de Mayo. So I had guacamole and chips and a margarita. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon appointment. And I cheersed him. I'm like, hey, where's yours? And he just loved it. So what a great opportunity to bond with my orthopedic over Cinco de Mayo and teleconferencing.
Now you are spoiled, though. Now you're going to want all your doctor's appointments. Just give me a call.
However, I have a chiropractor that I've been going to, and that I need the adjustment. Do you know, this is very interesting. He actually had to close because one of his patients was positive for coronavirus, which meant that I literally had to, I didn't learn it until I had to quarantine for basically 3 days because it took so long for the testing and then for him to call me and tell me that this person had been in the office and whatever else. So I've passed all of that, and so has he. But thank you to Dr. Haberkorn for being open. He also runs a virtual Tai Chi thing now that he's doing, that he has lots of people in the classes on Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, so many things are changing. I know.
But I don't know. I think some of it has to go back. Crystal says, my skin doctor wants to do the telehealth. Not sure how he can zap my face that way. Ooh, not sure either, Crystal. Melody, hey. Hi, Melody. It's been a while since we've seen you. Well, actually, it's been a while since Craig and I have seen each other. But it's great to have you with us. It's great to have everybody with us on this Mother's Day. So did you know that here's some bright note on Mother's Day, that the florists are going to have the busiest Mother's Day in record because
all online.
People can't go visit their mothers. They feel sending flowers is appropriate. So that is a little bit of a bright spot, the fact that people, but I thought family members can visit family members if everybody's okay. From what I'm hearing, they can.
I don't know. I have not heard, the stay-at-home order is pretty simple. You only go out for essential purposes. So I'm not sure going to family, it hasn't been deemed as essential. So you can shop, you can, do the things that you need to do. You can hike, bike, run, and do those types of things outdoors with your families. But I think it's households that can be together. I'm not sure, but I see it all the time, so I don't really know. And I'm not an expert at these things.
Sadly, it's causing a divide. Melody says, Happy Mother's Day to everyone. If you have someone special you want us to give a shout out to, just send it over, and we are happy to do that. I want to send my mother a Happy Mother's Day, Anik, which I'm going to see her after the show. That's one of the reasons why I'm not doing travel today. We're just going to, hang out and talk for a while. Crystal Adams says she sent flowers to Costco, and they got rave reviews. That's good.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
so here's some things, we're always talking about events, and so I'm trying to keep my head on about what is going on.
Yeah.
We're already seeing several sporting events starting to work out things. Golf has already put together several tournaments. I saw Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson and
want to kick off the golf season.
That's right. But apparently golf is not that difficult to social distance. The caddies and stuff can stay apart. You play with just maybe 2 or 3 golfers on a green, and of course even fans could separate. Very simple.
Yeah.
So we got baseball and we got NASCAR considering coming back. NASCAR, I believe, is looking already to do it in May. And how exciting is that? Of course, they're not going to put people in the stadiums, and so the cars can ride around. The pit crews are the only people then that are going to be there. Baseball, on the other hand, they're already experimenting with putting. It's so funny. I saw today reports of where they put several thousand cutouts into the stadiums so that the players themselves can feel like there's something going on. Some were standing up, some had their hands cheered, and I understand that they are building some sophisticated sound technology so that the players themselves can hear the sounds of fans that they're going to make up. Now, here's the rest of it. So baseball is thinking that they're going to be driving, they're going to let people come into the stadium, into the parking lot. They're going to set up video screens outside and allow people to cheer, and also pipe that into the stadium so that the players, once again, can have a little bit more realistic. So these are some of the things that are coming about. What you're going to see, and I'm going to promise you guys this, is that we're going to start seeing sports on TV first. And it's going to start coming back quickly. And I believe that's really going to raise up inside of us the want and the desire to go see it and be a part of it. Looks like all over the country, people are trying to figure out a way to get us back involved and doing things. And so I'm happy to report, I think we're going to see some sports this month on television.
All right. Maria Navarro said, peace and blessings from Alhambra, California. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks so much, Maria. Yeah, I do. It's Dan Scanny sent me a message yesterday about that the drive-in movies are going to come back so people can sit in their car. It's going to be, when you were talking about that being in a parking lot, it's almost as if they'll be at the drive-in movies.
Well, you know what? I saw Premiere. I didn't see it, but someone gave me some information on a movie premiere, and didn't have any way to launch it. And they did it at a drive-in. And the guy brought in like 1,000 cars. You know, people had a chance to watch it in a drive-through, and drive-in. I think it's fantastic. I love those eras, you know, kind of miss it. You know, Sunnylands always has, here in Sunnylands, a very prominent place that has movies on the lawn.
Movies on the lawn.
And is it in the summer? They did that in the summer?
Yes, it was in the summer. Right, I think right about now, when the weather's nice in the evening, it's not too hot. And I do think they have a few summer events.
And it's a little bit like a drive-through, a drive-in. I mean, you come and you bring your blankets and lay out and things, but it's a neat environment. It's outside. I miss it.
We're just going to have to... I mean, society has to go back to some sort of normalcy, and people are going to have to use common sense, wear their masks. We're going to have to be able to go to things. I mean, all these sports venues are going to need ticket sales to keep going.
That's right.
From fans, and it's creating a divide is what bothers me.
Well, we're becoming normal. Look, we're back together.
Yeah.
You know, we're pushing it, and
we have
been inviting Francoise every week to come back, but you know, she's smart and made sure that we have, well, you know what, we're doing what we need to do right now, and we're going to be complicit to an extent. We do see a lot of the country, well, getting a little bit challenged, frustrated.
Very frustrated.
Some are creative.
The people that want to go back to work are frustrated because they want to go back to work, and the ones that are afraid and not want to go out at all, and I know a few of those, but
they can still stay home.
And they can stay
home. But they can do that.
That's
you and I, if I want
me.
to go out, I can't.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the balance choices right now.
Yeah.
And a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are. And we have election coming up. So what a dynamic time to be alive. And a lot of people are negative on Corona. For me, I have a different take. Yes, there's been a lot of challenges, but it's been quite a spiritual journey. And to be honest, every time I get a chance to connect.
You connect,
with you, anybody, a person.
You're connected.
It's so much more important to me. So many more phone calls to my family and to my friends. Just deeper appreciation, I think, for every single moment, and food too. You know, man, I'm discovering all kinds of takeout food.
Yeah,
you
I've
know,
been cooking a lot. I don't know why. I've been cooking a lot and just kind of doing some weird stuff with food. I don't even know why. I'll throw this in there, I'll throw that in there.
Well, what else are you going to do?
And it's funny, I think we're almost getting away from, remember when you would talk to someone, you would say, hey, let's go meet tonight, or you want to go to lunch, or you want to go to breakfast. And now I find that a lot of the people that I did that with kind of on a regular basis, we're not saying that to each other.
No, I go, hey, you want to break the law today? Because that's the only way I can see you.
Right.
It's a little different conversation.
We have to get, I just feel now so bad for all the workers and stuff out here. Look at Desert Ice Castle. Let's talk about that for a moment.
Let's do it.
Because they're going to be closing their doors
now.
They're
closed.
Okay, they are closed.
It's over.
They have had struggles through the past.
That's true.
So
I
want to make
in the
that
desert
clear.
Has always been difficult.
Which is the weirdest darn thing, an ice rink in the desert.
Oh, I mean, you'd think you'd just be living out there in the summertime.
Get that.
You know, Westfield Mall used to have a huge ice rink. It used to have hockey classes, hockey leagues, hockey everything, ice skating, you know, all kinds of competitions and stuff, and all gone. And then it moved to Cathedral City, or, you know, this one opened up. And unfortunately, they're closed, and they're just not coming back because of coronavirus.
I think a city actually should just talk to them
like a park.
And open it up as a city.
How about a new park
facility? Exactly.
I think it's fantastic
because we
Great
should
idea.
have an ice rink.
We have skating parks. Why isn't there a community public ice skating rink?
Yes.
We're making a call right now to Cathedral City, Palm Springs. One of the cities here needs to pick it up. There you go.
Okay.
That's right. Maybe Riverside County Supervisor.
Someone, and you know what? The supervisors, because of things that I'm involved with, with the chamber and whatnot. I'm getting more.
Okay, well, let me
notices.
explain it, because she doesn't really explain these things, and you guys have no clue. She's the executive director of the Borrego Springs Chamber of Commerce. So she has a lot of responsibility on her hands for that city and community. It sits right in the middle of the Anza State Park, which is closed.
Too.
And so this is what she's dealing with. And she's been driving down there twice a week, taking care of business. This woman is a powerhouse in this community, sharing about events, trying to get people out and about, living life. That's what your whole thing, Francoise. You've been living this for people for like 2 decades, to try to get people to know
to go out and
what's
do
going
things,
on,
enjoy
experience life. So just want to, okay, so go ahead.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No, it's well, challenging because all this happened right as I went into the position, and we started planning all these events and new things for the chamber. So this came along, but I get notices from Riverside County and notices from San Diego County, and compare what each county is doing, and they are different what they are doing. But what I'm seeing now from a lot of the officials is they don't feel that Newsom, and this is not to get political in any way, this is just what I'm reading, that they don't feel that Newsom's plan is actually realistic for the counties anymore. They know businesses need to get open. So we're going to be coming to a divide here, which has already started between...
What's going to happen with Anza State Park? So that Anza Borrego State Park, does Newsom make that decision, or do you guys have any ability to say, it's crazy. We've got all this open area.
We cannot make that decision.
So that's going to be a Newsom decision.
And the federal parks, of course, the government.
Yeah, national parks. Joshua Tree is not open. So those parks are not open. But there's discussions, at least, around these things opening up. What I hear about Newsom, and it makes me a little bit nervous, is they talk about conventions. Like we have a convention center that's closed.
Yeah.
Every worker.
No, Vegas. Think about Vegas.
They closed.
Right.
However, Vegas is working very hard to try to make things work out and moving toward that.
Right.
Newsom has said to us that phase 4, that there literally has to be either a vaccine. I even heard the word cure. I mean, are you kidding me?
And that's not going to happen.
Before Coachella or Stagecoach can come back, we have to have a vaccine that will work across. I mean, maybe this is what it comes to. I don't have the medical stuff.
I don't know either.
But that type of talk, when I think, 2021, 2022 or something for festivals to come back in California, seems highly destructive on other levels.
Right.
And that's the thing that's difficult.
That's why now counties are getting together and actually suing.
There you go.
Suing our government office here in California, because they're saying that is not real. Because this vaccine, they don't even know. I want to say hi to Susie Nealon. She said that would be awesome. So whatever we were talking about, good. Happy Mother's Day to you. And remember, if you have a Happy Mother's Day that you want us to give a shout out to, feel free to just send me a post, and I'm happy to say. But anyway, it's going to become probably a little bit very emotional and volatile before we get by all this. But
beaches reopen in Carlsbad, Del Mar, and Solana Beach.
Yep,
Every single city beaches, Carlsbad, Del Mar, they're city beaches that are opening up. So you can see the cities will have some authority, and it's starting to happen. You're starting to see it all over the country, and we're going to get more and more data and information on its impact on the community in the United States and the world at large with coronavirus. I think this next few weeks is going to be so important.
In fact, they said something interesting on the news the other night. I like to watch world news tonight. That's one of the news I do, and I do watch some local, but I like that one because it kind of covers a little bit of everything. They are saying there actually is, and they said this on the news, that there is an East Coast and a West Coast version of the virus.
Well, true.
They are not the same, and they've talked all along that heats like we have are devastating for the virus. And if you notice cases rising in these counties, Riverside County, where it's very hot, are very minimal compared to the numbers of the coast where it's cool, damper climate.
Well, let me give you an example. Before we even started counting and all of these things, our numbers right now, both in hospitalization, specifically for the Coachella Valley, and ICU, are numbers we haven't seen all the way back until April 1st or even into March. So we have absolutely flattened our curve, and it is dropping. So the original hope and premise that the government and officials set up was, we want to make sure we flatten the curve. But now they're actually talking, even though the curve is actually flattening and dropping, they're now talking about cures and other things. So we seem to maybe have moved the goalpost a bit. And as a person here, I'm hoping that those goalposts don't get moved too far away. The Coachella Valley is a great place to do things and to be outdoors. We have very few high rises at all, elevators, mass transit. We have buses, but it's very minimal. And as a result, we have 2 field hospitals out here. None of them been used.
And that's why they can't lump areas all into one. They shouldn't be lumping the mountains
America
with the desert and the ocean. Because we're all different areas of and we need to go what's best for our area. Okay, you talked about Vegas. And let's see. Yes, there's the thing with the kids, but that's and adults from corona.
What's happening with kids?
They have kind of a side virus now that children are catching. That they're not testing positive for coronavirus. It's some sort of it's an old disease called Kawasaki disease.
Right. That's right.
You know what? Here's
it's a virus.
My neighbor and I were talking yesterday.
We're gonna get sick. It's gonna happen.
From here to here.
I heard that measles 10 times more. Measles 10 times or 5 times more infectious than this disease, and they're learning quicker and quicker that yes, it's infectious, but doesn't really kill most people. First of all, let's just explain it. Most of you will never catch coronavirus, and if you do, you're going to survive it. That's the bottom line. We
have knocked out our immune system so bad with all these vaccines and all this junk we're taking. And I won't take a flu shot, I'll tell you. I've not had a flu shot my entire life.
There you go.
And I see people all around me get the flu. I'm not political, but no, it's not political.
I love the
disclaimers. But we need to get outside, get the sunshine.
Well, this is what's happening.
Get some sunshine, some fresh air, move around. Our bodies need to function.
This is the debate that's happening all across America, and we're going to continue to have it. And it needs to happen. Because not only do we have physical health, we have mental health, we have economic health. There's a lot of things that have to happen. The Ice Castle gone, soup plantation, history, something I grew up on. And not only...
Crystal's worried about the buffet, though.
That's why the soup plantation. So you brought it up right away. It's because the model of the buffet, puts people around food. And so they're worried that people will be catching it.
Frankly, I have never been. Really, when you walk down a buffet line and you see everybody reach it in all the time, even though they have the little glass thing, that's always made me a little nervous. All right, I am not a big buffet fan.
When you jump out of a plane, you sign a little thing that says, I could die, I could have this.
You go to a golf tournament.
You go to a buffet.
It says right on the ticket, I could be hit by a golf ball.
And if you go to a buffet, you could catch coronavirus.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious. Let people ultimately, now that we know a lot more, in other words, if this was as infectious as the measles or Ebola, where 90% of everybody who caught it died, that would be something. But we're learning that people are recovering, they can recover.
Yes.
I've heard people that have caught it and recovered. If you catch it, which you won't, you're not going to die.
Well, don't say that, because someone's going to catch it and they're going to come back to you and say they caught it.
And then you'll be immune and you'll be stronger than ever. And you'll probably be interviewed by us because we want to talk to someone who's had it.
Says I'm a rebel. I am not. All right, Wynn, Las Vegas. What are they doing? So Wynn's coming up with a plan. They are already booking reservations for May 22nd, Memorial Day weekend. They are booking for. What they're saying is guests and employees will be screened with thermal cameras at all entries. Guests will be advised to practice, of course, physical distancing and standing at least 6 feet apart from other groups. Let's see, they're going to do something so there's no lines in the elevators. They're going to make a lot of changes, but they're going to open the restaurants, the slot machines. They're going to change the physical layout. Visitors will be asked to use hand sanitizers. They'll be all over the place. They'll be asked to wear masks. Le Rev, actually interesting with Le Rev, the show, their seating capacity will be limited. They will only have 1 show instead of 2 shows a day. And for the performers, since they dive in and out of chlorinated water, they're not worried about the performers.
There you go. Imagine that.
Which is interesting.
I was going to say, I was looking for Memorial Day to figure out what's going on. And I knew you were coming on and thinking about travel. I spent quite a lot of time yesterday. I don't even want to give away my secrets.
Okay.
But you could go to San Diego right now and stay at some of the most incredible properties for a third of the price. Now, what I've noticed, though, is those prices are quickly moving up already.
Because
in the last 40, they're getting it. They're like, wow,
going.
We can do it.
Yes.
Now, the challenge is, of course, the restaurants and the things to do are limited, but in those beautiful outdoor areas like that, who cares? I mean, you could go to a beautiful hotel, probably get room service coming in.
Sit out on your gorgeous patio or go down to the park.
Order food, pick it up, bring it back to your room, go out, walk around and do things. So there is an opportunity to continue to travel and to do, and with some of the things that are changing throughout California, such as, you know, the governor says it's a recommended face mask, which makes it way different, meaning that you can go out, you could go to San Diego, keep your social distancing, have a mask ready, and enjoy an incredible Memorial Weekend. Just something as a suggestion and an idea for you guys.
Even at the store now, I notice people are, we get out of the car, we kind of park away from everybody, they're not putting their masks on. It's half and half though. There are ones that wear them even when they're riding in a car by themselves, whatever. But they get out of the car.
That's just so funny. I see these people, I'm like, what are they going to cough on themselves?
Right, exactly, that's what I'm wondering. Anyway, they when they're walking up closer to the store, they're very respectful, put the mask on then. But I look at, anyway, but yes, there's a lot of deals out there, and you know what, the number one travel mode of travel that's going to hit hard and fast, RVing and camping.
Wow.
RVers, RV companies are already gearing up for people wanting to travel in their own little world.
Kind of that old school, like Americans used to be, you know, when we grew up. You know, you get in the car, no RV in my life, but a lot of people and RVing and enjoying America once again. A lot of things are going to change. I think we're going to rediscover, Francoise, so many unique things that maybe we had forgotten. And I'm very positive about the human spirit and the economic and entrepreneurial spirit of America and what we're doing here in Palm Springs and Coachella Valley. We're all about tourism and about serving and entertaining and helping people have a great experience. We're not going to stop that. The people here are always thinking of something cool, like we're doing. We did the Sunkissed Music Festival. What an incredible opportunity to stream 8 bands and to provide it free. Most of them would have been a $50, $100, $200 ticket at a festival, and we're presenting people and giving the musicians an opportunity too to, you know, to just get some energy, because they're locked up and normally they'd be out every night playing, and they're very appreciative of the fact that they have fans talking to them
to keep out there. So when the restaurants and nightclubs and everything still opens, they can say, hey, we're going to be over here. They can start telling people where they're going to be, and we don't just kind of forget. And I say that with all due respect. We don't want to forget anybody. But it happens, you know, you don't see them, you don't know you're going to be there, our life has changed so much. This is really a good way for exposure. That's the word I want, exposure.
Now, this isn't really a good thing, but this is new. You know, we all know about food banks, and food banks have been very important. They're going to become even more important as millions, 20 million, whatever amount of people.
Isn't this hard to even imagine?
I just can't believe it.
That we have this issue with food.
And we're talking about it like it was somehow the coronas that created it. No, the government made rules and regulations to try to protect us, but it's not because people are, you know, are dying from coronavirus. You know, it's, you know, when we hear, well, the pandemic has created this economic destruction. No, that's a policy choice that's created the economic destruction. So we're just not sure. That's why it's still debatable. So it always bugs me that they kind of peg that. I was going to say something.
And then this hoarding thing that people are doing. My God, what are you doing with all this toilet paper? The only thing, all right, the guy at Costco had a really good explanation.
Remind me, I'm going to come back to food banks.
And hi Jill, hey Lily, hi you guys, thanks for watching. Here's the deal, at Costco I was there the other day, and now at least they weren't directing people through the paper towels and toilet paper section. Well, actually I needed a pledge, you know, for the furniture stuff. That's why I had to go in there.
Because you got so many visitors.
Yeah, no, I just don't like dust.
No, I see.
Are you doing duster on the bastard pad? Yeah, okay, you did. No, that's good.
You were coming.
Anyway,
I had to clean up.
He cleaned up. At the he said this, and this was a really good thought. I had not thought of this. He said, he didn't say my name, obviously. He didn't know who I am. But he said that since families that normally would be at school or at work or wherever during the day, they're home. And that's why all this toilet paper use. They're using everybody else's toilet paper during the day. And I thought about that. I said, you know, that's a good point.
I had to borrow a roll from my chiropractor the other day.
Oh, my God.
I said, you know what? You have nobody in here. I would maybe start selling off your toilet paper supplies and everything else. He's like, you know, maybe that's a good idea.
I have some locked in a cabinet in the garage in case the garage is open. They won't, you know, I'm teasing. I did. He gave me. Yeah, kind of good. Dwight Cornish. They would have brought you.
Dwight Cornish in Palm Desert. If you need physical therapy or PT,
toilet paper.
PT for PT. I went to my PT to get. Okay, so let me tell you about the food banks. Yes. So here's something brand new. It's kind of sad, and it's right along with what we're talking about. They have now opened up, and there are lines for these diaper banks. Francoise, we have
banks?
Diapers, as in actual physical diapers, because there's been such a hoarding of diapers that they're gone, and people can't afford them.
Okay, wait a minute.
So it's a double combination: food, but families that have kids that are in diapers.
Okay. I do sound like a rebel today.
They do not have diapers, and they don't have the money. So we have now opened up diaper banks. There's been a $10 million contribution already provided to supply diaper banks, and they're in existence because apparently they're needed.
We need to back up.
Diaper banks.
We need to back up way back here.
It's true.
Because diapers
Cecilia,
have not always been, these throwaway diapers have not always been in existence.
Right,
Can you imagine when the wagon wheel people, they were going across the country, they'd pull out their bag of Huggies or whatever, cloth. People, be creative. You
however,
can wash them.
I got to tell you.
What?
Because of such a change in the culture, there's a huge shortage of actual cloth diapers. People are not manufacturing and making them. So the truth of it is even if you tried to go out... Well, that's true, but now you're talking about like making fake masks. I'm just saying that as far as our old school cloth diapers, they actually are not around anymore. So that's why there's a bit of a challenge. Otherwise, it seems so simple.
You know, I look how creative people have been about cutting.
Well, of course.
Women were making out of bras.
Yeah.
So, you know, when they first started trying to figure out how to make masks, they were cutting bras.
Right.
I mean, people have become really creative, and then, of course, it became a business and whatnot. Cecilia, hi, Cecilia. Good morning to you. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there.
Hey, Jill, what's going on? Hey, Jill, thank you so much for all of your help and promotions. You know,
He's
Jill,
such a rebel this morning.
Jill's been such a great support to the Coachella Valley
I
Facebook.
love her stuff.
Oh, she's so funny.
Hilarious.
You can see some of her stuff on Today's California. And if you've never gone over to Today's Canada, which we have, Jill's all over that.
Is that going?
Oh, Today's Canada is absolutely happening.
You didn't tell me that.
Almost 75,000 fans over there.
No,
already.
I really feel left out. Even though I didn't, because I remember we were talking about that you had it, and I didn't know that you were actually had launched it.
Yeah, just the Facebook page. We've had that. It's been running for probably, Jill, why don't you tell us? How long have you been doing it?
Yeah, how long? So, Jill, we need some more jumping shots of you. Jumping in the air. She's a really good jumper. I don't know how she jumps it and takes
She bends her knees. She doesn't get very high. Oh, okay. I've watched her.
She gets in midair.
No, about this much. Look. Okay. But then she bends her knees to make it look like.
Well, who's ever taking that picture is doing a good job.
Me, thanks.
Yeah, good job. Because she's like this. You get her right in midair. So
there she is. What'd she say?
I said, what about rice-a-roni?
What do you mean rice-a-roni?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Right? Yeah, rice was. You know what? All the bags of peas and all that stuff people make soup with. That was gone at the stores for a while. Bags of. You can only get one bottle of pasta. And anyway.
What did she say?
All right. Hey, don't be jealous. I can jump. We're not jealous. I admire you. I try to jump in it.
She admires you, but I have the realistic
jump
knowledge.
Away.
She just bends her knees.
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah,
no, she doesn't. Yeah. She jumps.
See, look. See how you like this, and then you bend your knees. It looks like you get air. Can you see?
Yeah.
It looks like you're getting there. But
all right, the secret's out. I love Today's Canada. Everyone's got to start following us. Everyone go to Today's Canada.
There you go. And Today's California as well. Yes. These brands all have incredible information, pictures, and videos. We also drop you positive people, places, and things. There's updates on beaches opening, coronavirus, and different things on each of those channels. And plus an opportunity for you guys to share pictures from any of those areas. If you're from Canada, have Canadian pictures, California pictures, videos, pictures of the Coachella Valley surrounding area. Make sure you go to our pages, message them. Kelly and other people on our staff will be all over it and take care of it. That's what makes our page so cool. Yeah. Is it's such a representation of so many people and what they're doing. And there's so many talented people out there.
There are. And you know what? Before, I want to give a quick shout out to some of the sponsors out there that I'm just going to real quickly. Thai Smile, they're open for takeout. Brago Springs Resort and Spa, they have been open through this entire thing, but they have followed such strict guidelines. I actually have stayed there a couple times, and they're doing a tremendous job out there.
What are they doing for food?
They bring it to, they have a menu, a dinner menu, and the lunch on the weekend you order, and you can pick it up at the front counter, or someone brings it to your door, you pay for it, they put it on your hotel account, and they bring it to the door, they knock, they put it down in front, and but I grab the door and I make sure I give a tip. You got to tip these people. Anybody that's helping you, you're picking up takeout, they're walking out the door, please give them a tip. So they're doing a wonderful job. A1 Custom Golf Cars and Desert Battery, they've been very busy with people ordering golf carts and changing over the batteries.
You know, and now's the time to do it because, you know, we're always so busy and they're not out playing golf, so why not tune it up, get it ready? And so that's awesome.
Thanks, Melody. Saw the Blue Angel show. Yeah, that was one of the most exciting things that ever happened in my life.
And, you know, you had a show that just aired about the city of Coachella. I have to stop and tell everybody here that is in the Coachella Valley.
Show.
The city of Coachella, this young lady, and cameraman Steve and her whole production team did an incredible show on the city of Coachella. And you can see it on Fox, and you can also see it on travelingwithfrancoise.com.
Do we have it on Coachella Valley?
We will.
I think we forget. With so much going on, you kind of forget where to put all this
I've just been a little bit busy, but at the same time, I saw it, and it's going to be on CoachellaValley.com along with all of her shows on demand. You can always go back. She has been covering small towns across America for so long. Her nonprofit,
Artifacts and Arts Across America. It's just the umbrella to Traveling with
Artifacts and Arts Across America. You can donate directly to Francoise so that she keeps talking.
Well, that's easy to do. Which now more than ever, small towns need to be featured.
That's true.
Also, ACT Tours, they have trips booked for the end of the year, and so they are booking. So call them.
And you can have some deals right now because I'm sure there's people that are canceling. And there's going to be
because here's what happened in the travel world. Instead of refunding and canceling, the locations and the agencies have worked out to where they could just move these trips to a different time, which is better for all of them. So they'll get the people back in. So, and people are not canceling; they've just rescheduled, which is, I'm so happy to see that. Dana Wharf Whale Watching. Oh, they have opened up.
Well, I mean,
limited.
And you got the the luminescent coloring right now.
Beautiful.
What a great time to go out there and take advantage of that. And those beaches, as I said earlier, the city beaches are open. Del Mar, Carlsbad, opening up.
It's going to be confusing.
We might have to be a bit creative.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing is let's not physically distancing. Let's don't stop communicating and figuring out ways to connect, because that's how you're going to stay healthy, stay alive, and stay creative. And out of all this, we're going to have such American ingenuity. Yes. It's going to be incredible because we've always come back and we've always figured out a way. I'm not minimizing the challenges. I'm saying that we're up for the challenges as a country, and we're going to figure out a way to get back out there and do some wonderful things. And I'm going to continue to talk like this because I'm excited about every time a pool opens up or someone figures out a new way for people to come in the doors. You know, Mathis Brothers open. And you know, they've figured out a way that you can call to set up an appointment, and they will walk you through the entire store.
And we have to respect that, folks. We have to respect the choice of businesses that are opening. We have to respect the people that don't want to be near other people without masks. I don't care what situation. We have to respect all these different choices and not get mad at a business because they open, because they feel they're ready. They're following all the guidelines that Mathis Brothers is going through. Amazing. You really do.
How creative.
And if you're uncomfortable, then don't go.
I need a sofa. You're sitting right here. I just moved. I need a mattress and a sofa. Not easy to do online. I looked.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. All of it. Sizing, different things. So I'm glad that Mathis Brothers, at least in Indio, is open. Now, open is you call, you connect with the designer who will take you through the store, and then they will deliver it.
They do a temperature check?
And then they'll deliver it.
Yeah.
And so, a great way to minimize contact, and at the same time, the practicality of, I need furniture. So what am I supposed to do?
Right.
It's very difficult in this situation, and I don't think it needs to be.
No.
I can wear a mask. The person helping me can wear a mask.
Yes.
And as a result, I can be physically there and then have them delivered to my house. And I think that's a great idea. So I'm excited. Way to go, Mathis Brothers. I'm not sure how you were there because Bob's Furniture's closed and others. But these must be business decisions.
You know how they pulled off all the commercials for so much, if you have noticed on television and radio and everywhere, a lot of these businesses just stopped their advertising because the dollars are afraid to keep spending wouldn't close doors, but you can't blame them.
No.
However, if you notice on the flip side that now they're starting to squeak back in there, not quite as heavy, because they want to be ready. They want you to know that when they open their
to remember
doors,
them.
yeah.
I mean, nobody's advertising, so
Yeah.
you might get your message out a little bit louder, even if you're not quite open. Your brand's going to be recognized and known.
Really?
So, I love all the curbside restaurants. They've been working so hard to, I've been able to walk in and order in 10, 15 minutes. I've been able to call in, whether it's Sherman's or Thai Smile or whatever, and you go in there and they're so happy, and they got their masks and their gloves, and it's so respectful and everything's so distanced. But every time I walk out with food, I'm just so happy. I mean, I'm just like, and like you said, I love tipping. Because I know that the two people that are there, the cook and the person serving me, are going to probably split that tip. That's probably how they're going to live, because more than likely they're on minimum wage. So thank you so much for all the service workers, all the frontline people, and really all of us that are also contributing every single day by doing our part and staying inside and being respectful for the rules and laws. If we weren't all kind of being a bit compliant, this would be a little bit more of a mess, I think. I don't know that. We don't know that. We don't really know. I know this is silly, but we've done no testing. We don't really know how this virus will work. Someone told me, well, maybe your immune system is stronger after you catch it, not just from the virus, but maybe your lifespan is longer. I know people be like, oh, that's crazy. The point of it is, we've been speculating that it's all bad, but we have no idea. What we do know is all of the early models, 65,000 people were going to be sick in the Riverside County. We have field hospitals that were set up. Didn't happen. We're in the 4,000 people, being sick. Which is too many, maybe coming in on 5,000, but that's not 65,000. So, wonderful that we put these things in place and we were ready. Our curve is turning. Let's go, government. Let's open it up. Let's get creative. Let's start to experiment, and let's start to see what's about to happen. We don't have to be crazy, but we do need to continue to move through things. We had a phase 2 open up here, but I haven't seen a tremendous amount of benefit from that.
No.
We're already pretty much, our hairstylists aren't opening up. Manicure, pedicure is still not opening up. Things that really, to me, don't make any sense, because I do believe that we can social distance, put masks on, and have your hand taken care of.
They practice more.
Always have.
Yes. Sanitization guidelines than most of the businesses that walking into more than a grocery store or anything like that, and they're not letting them open. I feel just horrible for them. I really do.
When I go to my chiropractor, let me tell you, he makes me wear a mask. He wears a mask with me. Oh, we stopped for a second there.
Did we stop?
But anyway, he follows me to the door, and he wipes down the front of the doorknob, the back of the doorknob. In other words, he starts right away, walks, and everywhere I am, if I touch something, he's behind me and leaves for the next person to come in. And there's only one person in his office at a time. Doesn't let anyone...
He does this after you leave, not while you're going in.
Right. In other words, he takes...
Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of weird if he touched that and he claims it right away.
No, he takes 30 minutes after me for the next...
And that's what they're doing.
But he literally follows me to the door.
Yeah.
And as I walk out the door, he wipes the outside of the door, knowing that then the next person is coming in and will be sanitized.
And hotels are giving 24 hours before they let the room sit,
so
the employees don't have to deal with it.
So
then they go in after 12 hours, disinfect everything, then the room sits again.
How creative.
Before it's even, and they're just staggering all the rooms. So
our hotels are probably going to be cleaner than they've ever been.
Yeah. Hey, Brian.
To be honest, right? I mean, how many hotels have you gone in that weren't really, pristine? Now they're all going to be perfect.
Oh no, they're fantastic.
So I think that's great. That's so smart. Wait 24 hours so that your workers don't get sick. And then wait another 24 hours, 48 hours later, the virus is gone on most surfaces, and you've cleaned them. And then I can come in and enjoy it.
That's right.
So it just seems like...
Phew, well, I'm exhausted. We've covered so much today on Mother's Day. Wishing everybody out there a happy Mother's Day. And we hope, however you can hear from your kids, grandkids, whoever, that they get in touch with you, whether it's through flowers or candy or cards, or in fact, I think that cards, a lot of cards were sent this year, and phone calls and Skyping and all sorts of texting and all sorts of stuff going on.
4 p.m. today, Michael E. Carr, right here, going to be streaming. Now, he's a jazz musician. I think he's breaking out his flute. It's kind of interesting. He rocks it here. He'd be playing all over the place out here, and he's not. But he's
I have to ask you, are you going to where these people are playing sometimes and like across the room and watching the process? Are you able?
So,
because the technology part, sometimes I need a little help.
That's
with
true.
technology.
Maybe you're right.
Yes.
Now, what I've tried to do, because I've done 15 bands in this last week, last 2 weeks.
That's a lot.
I can't go to every place.
No.
But we are, and also there is some social distancing issues. Although we're media, and I think we're exempt. Absolutely, we're able to do reporting, do entertainment,
Mask on.
and we make sure that we are completely socially distanced. And those things when we do show up. The reason we will go, Francoise, is because we are streaming to multiple places. YouTube's, different Facebook's, different Instagram accounts, and you need multiple equipment to do it. So if the bands can't stream multiple places, then oftentimes we're coming in and supporting them. But, we were at Bernie's Supper Club in Rancho Mirage, and the Doug and Meg performed there along with David. It was three of us, and we all came in at different times and set up our different things, kept social distancing.
Good.
Nobody hugged, nobody kissed.
No.
But we performed this whole thing. All of our cameras were apart from each other, and each person stayed apart. But we really had a great time. Maybe 6 of us in the room. Wasn't that many people. So I try not to, just because I want to make my own imprint small as possible.
Yeah.
But you're right. They can use our help sometimes. We've done so many lives and failed so many times and had so many challenges, but we're learning, we're growing, we're getting better, and it's just fun to be able to talk to you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the information, the communication, and information that we work so hard to provide to you. You know what? This young lady here, Francoise Rhodes, has been doing this for so long, and we've been doing this for quite a while too.
This is fun though. The transition from radio to this was a little daunting at first, but I'm really enjoying it. Hi, Jenny. Jenny just joined us. But there is no travel show today, everyone. We just did our just about an hour now of live what's happening in Coachella Valley.
How fun was
that?
I'm
going over to my mother's, and so we're going to kind of let you off the hook on travel today.
God, I feel that air conditioning just blowing in now. It
and
feels really good. We got the lights on. I know. We have to rebuild everything now. If you could see what we tore apart in here just to get this set up.
I kept telling them I don't want to mess up my hair. Anyway,
good thing I had the maid pros come in yesterday.
It's been fun to see your smiling face and
thank you.
And see everybody out there and hear your comments.
Very
and
cool.
Hopefully we'll get back into our studio, which is still locked up right now because it's an activity room, frankly, where a lot of other people go, but not on Sunday when we're there. So that is still locked up as soon as that gets open.
You and I made a couple of deals with some retail places to go in and put our broadcast studio.
Yeah, there you go.
We're kind of lucky that we didn't do that with Westfield Mall because we've been out of business, and that would have been challenging.
We are creative.
But you know what? I have a feeling with the retail spaces going to be tougher. I think you and I are going to have some incredible opportunities here in the next month or so to probably find a studio that we can call home. I do. I think we could come right back out there, and I think there would be some businesses that would be interested in bringing us into, having our studio there. And how exciting would that be? Because I think that would really help us. We're always having to break down, put this stuff together, and take it home and travel it with luggage and things. Imagine if we could just get this all set up and rocking. Our microphones would be stronger. The camera wouldn't be moving in and out like I see it moving in and out. That's the way it is. We're live.
And we have some shows, possible shows coming up that people are interested in doing just what we're doing, not with us on it, but with their own shows. So
if you're a magician, if you're a comedian, it looks like I'm talking to Snake Jagger about painting online. What do you think? Wouldn't that be cool? Get Snake Jagger to be painting something special.
Yeah.
And how about that little golf instruction?
Don't say a name yet, but somebody with a golf show.
And my chiropractor is doing Tai Chi on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm going to try to figure out a way, Francoise, to get that on CoachellaValley.com. It's going to be free. And that way, could you imagine a virtual Tai Chi class taught by a doctor who's been doing it for years and years and years, and for the first opportunity, you're going to get a chance to put it on your phone or TV or whatever it is and join right in.
Is that an earthquake?
I hope not.
No. Okay. All right.
We have to report on it.
Anyway,
we have to get off and report on it.
Well, I'm going to have to wrap up.
I know, I hear you saying
I have to
that.
go.
Jesus, are you kidding me?
Mom, it's Mother's Day. What can I say?
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you so much. And I have no kids.
Same to everybody out there.
But my sister has 8.
There you go.
My brother has 5. A lot of grandchildren.
That takes,
So, that's right. So I'm just balancing her out. Hey guys, gals, people around the world, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Craige Campbell for CoachellaValley.com, and I'm with...
Oh, Francoise Rhodes. I thought you were going to say it.
Go ahead.
Right. Francoise Rhodes. Traveling with Francoise. Go to the website, travelingwithfrancoise.com.
There you go. We're still happening, and we're going to continue to happen and bring you guys positive places and things to do and information. Make sure that you put stuff in our comments right here. We're responsive. You can message us anytime you like. And so I think with that,
yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
God bless you guys. And it's never too late to get a life. So talk to you later. Bye.